Released from a mental institution, Pat moves back in with his parents.
The world's hard enough as it is, guys. Can't somebody say, hey, let's be positive? Let's have a good ending to the story?
As he tries to reconcile with his ex-wife, he meets a young girl as troubled as he is.
She is my friend with an F.
A capital F.
For friend.
By helping each other out, they again find love in Silver Linings Playbook.
Hi, I'm Liz.
I'm Salim.
We're joined today by guest critic Aaron Neuwirth, who is a writer for whysoblue.com and co-host of the podcast Out Now with Aaron and Abe.
Hi, I'm Aaron.
We're here today to discuss the new film directed by David O. Russell, Silver Linings Playbook. We've all just seen it. David O. Russell's directed
The Fighter, I Heart Huckabees,
Three Kings, Flirting with Disaster.
All right, Aaron, why don't you start us off?
Silver Linings Playbook's based off a novel by Matthew Quick. It's been adapted for the screen by David O. Russell. It's a very sharply written film. It's very funny, has great one-liners in it.
We follow Pat, who just got out of a mental institution because he lost it when he walked in on his wife and this other guy. He, I guess, beat the guy probably to within an inch of his life, and everyone's kind of scared of him now. And it turns out that when this happened, it kind of activated this bipolar condition that he's been beset with that he's never known that he's had.
I think David O. Russell's really good at establishing tone. And because he's the writer, he's the director of this project, he gets his hands all over it. And he has this way of morphing really tragic, really dark scenes into the most hilarious parts of the film.
Sure. Where David O. Russell's last film, The Fighter, it had moments involving the family that were kind of cartoonish in a way. This film kind of takes that aspect and feels very real overall, and it's very authentic and like a very human comedy this time around.
There's this one scene where basically Bradley Cooper storms into his parents' room and breaks down a farewell to arms and says, "This can't happen. Life is hard enough, and art should, cheer you up and lift you up."
Pat, you owe us an apology.
Mom, I can't apologize. I'm not going to apologize for this. You know what I will do? I will apologize on behalf of Ernest Hemingway, because that's who's to blame here.
Yeah, have Ernest Hemingway call us and apologize to us, too.
I think that scene is really emblematic of the movie as a whole. This movie's trying to make you escape into another world and very much entertain you.
You know what I really loved about this movie is that you really dive deep into the characters and what they're going through, especially the time spent on Bradley Cooper's character and all of his triggers. The first 20 minutes of the movie, you're kind of not on board with him. You're kind of like, come on, man, calm down. But then when you realize what happened to him, you are really on, you're on his side, and you just want him to get better.
I agree. Bradley Cooper does like a really good job. He kind of sheds his image as more of an alpha male type character, and he really plays a complex person who's suffering from bipolar. He wants to make himself right so he can reconnect with his wife again, but you're just watching him and you feel sorry for what he's going through. And then Jennifer Lawrence gets introduced into the film, and she's really good here. I know there's like an age discrepancy between the two, but it doesn't seem to matter. They just have great chemistry.
How'd you lose your job?
Having sex with everybody in the office.
Everybody?
I was very depressed after Tommy died. It was a lot of people.
We don't have to talk about it.
Thanks.
How many were there?
11.
Wow.
I know.
At the end of this movie, felt like I fell in love with either Jennifer Lawrence or her character, because what she's able to bring is this vulnerability. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
She cares so much about, him, but at the same time, she's also going through her own troubles. This movie works its best because of this relationship between Robert De Niro and Bradley Cooper.
They're so good together.
They're so good together, and I think it's a role that we don't see Robert De Niro play that much. He's the tough guy, but he also is very sweet, and he loves his son. He wants nothing more than for his son to get better.
Just to hang out with his son,
Just to hang out with him.
What are you so up about?
You're very happy.
I'm happy.
No, you're so up.
Isn't that a good thing?
No, you're just up. I don't know what that is. Are you taking the proper dosage of your medication?
Yeah, he does a great job. So does Jacki Weaver as the mother.
And she twisted that Australian accent to like a really cute American accent.
They feel like real and they're funny, but also like hits emotional beats and stuff. It's really well handled. They're like the emotional anchors of this film, and it pays off well. It's why they're the veteran actors of this cast. They're well cast in the movie.
I was just trying to think of things that I didn't like about this film because I feel like it's a little boring to say I love everything, but I couldn't think of anything that I didn't like. And even the technical elements that David O. Russell has prowess over. I mean, you look at this great moment when Tiffany and Pat are dancing, and there's these great POV shots where you can see Tiffany look at Pat and Pat look at Tiffany, and you really see the connection, the intimate connection between the two of them.
Chris Tucker's in this movie.
Oh yeah, he is.
And I felt like I just solved a Where's Waldo puzzle, because where has Chris Tucker been? Apparently I found him. He's right there in the movie. His character, who, like, it's kind of weird, his character in the movie. He plays like a friend of Cooper's who was in the mental institution with him, and every time he shows up, it's like he escaped, it seems like. But he's a fun presence. It's nice to see him away from rush hour films and into something, you know, like something like this.
You wrote about me? I'm the girl?
He wrote about you, all right.
What did he say?
He said you guys was helping each other out, and you were nice, and you had a mouth on you, but...
Whoa, okay.
You're a little mouthy, but...
No, please, tell me more about what he said in the letter.
Yeah, anything you want to know, I'll just tell you in the letter. It was nothing about it. It was just a very general letter.
Cool.
Silver Linings Playbook has characters that are emotionally damaged, but the film is frequently funny, well acted, and sharply written. I say see it.
Overall, a very well-crafted film, funny dialogue, and emotionally rich. See it.
I love David O. Russell, and I love this movie. I say, see it. Yay.
Cheers.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.
Very good.
Jennifer Lawrence, marry me. I'm a stand-up guy.
Bradley Cooper, he was really good.